This is Middle East Brief with Avi Kaner, your daily intelligence update on what actually matters.
Today's episode is about one of the most remarkable communities in the Middle East, the Druze, and in particular, the Druze citizens of Israel. This is a holiday period for the Druze community, centered around the pilgrimage known as Ziyarat al-Nabi Shuʿayb. It honors the prophet Shuʿayb, identified in tradition with Jethro, the father-in-law of Moses. The main shrine is the tomb of Nabi Shuʿayb near Tiberias in northern Israel, where thousands gather in prayer, celebration, and reflection. To understand the Israeli Druze story, you first have to understand the Druze themselves. The Druze are a small Arabic-speaking religious community found mainly in Israel, Lebanon, Syria, and parts of Jordan. They have a distinct faith, strong communal identity, and a long tradition of loyalty to the state in which they live. In Israel, that loyalty is historic. The Druze community's record of service and sacrifice in Israel is extraordinary. For a small community, the Druze record of service has been outsized, with enlistment patterns that have often rivaled much larger sectors of Israeli society. Since the early years of the state, Druze citizens have served in the military, police, border security, medicine, education, and public life. They are not just observers of Israel's story, they are builders of it. The bond is especially visible in the Israel Defense Forces, the IDF. Druze soldiers have served in elite combat units, commanded battalions, and risen to senior ranks. One of the most prominent examples is Golan Heights, a major general who commanded the Golani Brigade and later led key military bodies. Another is Yusuf Mishleb, one of the highest-ranking Druze officers in IDF history. And today, rising leaders include Major Elawiya, part of a new generation of Druze women breaking barriers in military service. The community service extends far beyond the army. Druze officers have held senior roles in the Israeli police, diplomacy, local government, and in the Knesset. Among them are diplomats such as Rita Mansour, who served as ambassador to Brazil, Ecuador, and Panama, and Naim Maredi, who served as ambassador to Norway. In politics, names such as Ayub Kara, Ahmed Amar, and Gadir Mri, the first Druze woman elected to the Knesset, reflect that public presence. But prominence came with sacrifice. Many Druze families have buried sons and daughters who fell defending Israel. One recent symbol was Mahmoud Kheir, a senior officer killed during a covert operation in Gaza and later honored nationwide. Another unforgettable name is Zidan Saif, the police officer who raced to the scene of the 2014 Jerusalem synagogue massacre and was killed confronting the terrorists. During the current war, Druze soldiers and police officers have again been among the fallen and the wounded. Their sacrifice is not symbolic, it is real and ongoing. There's also an important second story, the Druze of the Golan Heights. For many years, many Golan Druze identified primarily with Syria and were more cautious about embracing Israeli citizenship. That history reflected geography, family ties, and decades of unresolved conflict. But realities have been changing. Younger generations in the Golan have pursued Israeli universities, careers, and greater civic integration. Applications for citizenship have risen sharply. And as Syria collapsed into war and instability, many perspectives shifted. That does not mean every question is resolved, but it does mean the story is evolving. And why does all this matter? Because in a region often defined by division, the Druze example shows another model, a model of shared citizenship, mutual obligation, service, honor, and partnership. The Israeli Druze story is not one of outsiders joining a nation. It is one of patriots helping defend and shape it. During this holiday season, that story deserves to be recognized. A small community, a profound legacy, and a bond written not only in words, but in sacrifice.
This is Middle East Brief with Avi Kaner. If you want clarity, not noise, follow and share. Continue the conversation on X at Avi Kaner. Back tomorrow.